The shocking truth of Meek Mill and P. Diddy's alleged crime links exposed. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of hip-hop and love some juicy industry secrets, then today's video is going to blow your mind. But before we get into it, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss any of our latest updates. Today, we're diving into something that's been the subject of whispers and rumors in the music industry for years, the alleged criminal connections between two of hip-hop's biggest moguls, Meek Mill and P. Diddy. While these two powerhouses are known for their incredible music careers and larger-than-life personas, there's also a darker side to their story. From shady incidents to high-profile altercations, we're going to break down the shocking facts that seem to link Meek Mill and P. Diddy to criminal activities. So let's get into it. 1. The infamous Diddy nightclub fight and Meek Mill's connection. Let's start with one of the most infamous events in Diddy's career, the 2014 nightclub incident involving fellow rapper Drake. It all went down in a club in Miami, where Diddy allegedly attacked Drake over a business dispute involving the beat for Drake's hit song 0 to 100. While the focus of the media coverage was on Diddy and Drake, there's a little-known fact that Meek Mill was present at the club that night. According to some reports, Meek, who had his own beef with Drake at the time, was caught in the middle of the tension. What makes this even more interesting is the speculation that Meek might have played a role in escalating the conflict. There are rumors that Meek's strained relationship with Drake, which would later result in one of the biggest rap feuds of the decade, may have indirectly fueled the animosity between Diddy and Drake. Whether or not Meek actively stirred the pot, his presence at the scene adds an intriguing layer to the incident. The fact that two major players like Diddy and Meek were linked in such a violent and public altercation was enough to raise a few eyebrows. 2. Meek Mill's criminal past and Diddy's connection to Ciroc Empire. Before Meek Mill became a hip-hop superstar, he was no stranger to the streets. His upbringing in South Philadelphia was marked by poverty, violence, and multiple run-ins with the law. Meek's early years were filled with criminal charges, including drug possession and gun-related offenses, many of which stemmed from his days as a young man trying to survive the harsh realities of street life. While Meek has made efforts to reform and advocate for criminal justice reform, many people speculate that his street connections didn't vanish overnight. Here's where things get interesting. P. Diddy, who built a multi-million-dollar empire with his Ciroc vodka brand, is known for having ties with influential figures in both the entertainment and criminal worlds. While Diddy himself hasn't been directly implicated in any major criminal activity, the circles he's moved in, especially during the early days of his career, have included individuals with shady backgrounds. One theory that has circulated in industry circles is that Diddy's street connections may have overlapped with those of Meek Mill during his pre-fame days. While there's no hard evidence to suggest the two were involved in any illicit dealings together, their respective ties to the streets make it plausible that their paths may have crossed in ways that went beyond music. Some believe that Diddy's influence may have helped Meek navigate the tricky waters of the rap game, where alliances with powerful players can often make or break a career. 3. The murder of Wolf, a dark chapter in Diddy's life, and Meek's proximity to dangerous situations. One of the darkest chapters in Diddy's life involves the murder of his close associate Anthony Wolf Jones in 2003. Wolf was killed in Atlanta during a nightclub shootout, a case that remains unsolved to this day. Wolf had been one of Diddy's most trusted friends and bodyguards, and his murder sent shockwaves through the hip-hop community. While Diddy wasn't directly involved in the shooting, his proximity to the violent underworld of hip-hop raised serious questions about the people he surrounded himself with. What's even more surprising is the speculation that Meek Mill's own experiences in the streets might not be entirely separate from the kind of dangerous world that led to Wolf's death. Meek has often rapped about his connections to the streets, and although he's made efforts to distance himself from that lifestyle, it's not hard to imagine that he's brushed shoulders with some dangerous individuals over the years, people who might not be too different from those in Diddy's circle during the Wolf era. 4. The legal troubles, parallels between Diddy's weapons charge and Meek's legal woes. Both Meek Mill and P. Diddy have had their fair share of legal troubles, particularly when it comes to weapons charges. In 1999, Diddy was famously involved in a nightclub shooting that left 3 people injured. Though Diddy was acquitted of all charges, his then-girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez, was caught up in the aftermath, and the case dragged Diddy's name through the mud for years. Meek Mill, on the other hand, has dealt with legal issues related to firearms for most of his career. His 2008 conviction on gun and drug charges led to years of legal battles and multiple stints in prison, which Meek has since claimed were the result of a biased legal system. While Meek's charges were largely related to his activities as a young man, the parallels between his legal troubles and Diddy's run-ins with the law are hard to ignore. Both rappers have had to navigate the murky waters of legal systems that don't always play fair, and their respective battles with the law have only added to their street credibility, but also to the rumors that their connections to crime may go deeper than meets the eye. 5. The beef culture, hip-hop's violent history, and Diddy's mentorship of Meek Mill. Finally, we can't talk about Meek Mill and P. Diddy without addressing hip-hop's long history of beef culture. Feuds between rappers have often escalated into violent altercations, and both Meek and Diddy have been no strangers to this culture. Diddy, who mentored a young Meek Mill, has always been a key player in the power dynamics of the hip-hop world. His ability to forge alliances and crush rivals is legendary, and some believe that Meek may have picked up a thing or two from his mentor. Their connection in the music industry, combined with their experiences in navigating hip-hop's dangerous beefs, adds another layer to the speculation that their ties may not be purely professional. So, there you have it, the surprising and sometimes shocking connections between Meek Mill and P. Diddy, 2 titans of the hip-hop industry who may share more than just music in common. Whether it's their criminal pasts, their legal woes, or their involvement in hip-hop's dangerous beef culture, these 2 figures have lived through some of the darkest chapters in the industry. If you found this video interesting, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update.